Welcome back to The Process Stack. This is where we take you behind the scenes of our latest projects here at the agency.
3, 2, 1.
Today we're going to talk to you about the personal brand of Dr. Eiman Jahangir. When he first approached us, he was starting to build his speaking and keynote business, but truthfully, a lot of his visuals and website were a minimum viable product, and they spoke only about his journey to space. It appealed to space enthusiasts and fellow astronauts, but really didn't properly target the medical, healthcare, and biotech companies he was hoping to speak to. We worked with him to create an incredible rebrand that spanned across visuals, updated website, and really appealed to his ideal customer. Now, he has an incredible full-stack website that does the work in his business. Tip number 1, know who you're talking to and what it is they want. So within any personal brand, I always want people to know what it is you do and what you're offering them. It's really imperative. And for most people, if I ask them what is the problem that their personal brand solves, they struggle to synthesize it down to one word. This is something that's a much bigger principle that a lot of people talk about called Sheehan's Wall, but we're not going to obsess over the details here. As we're walking people through our strategic framework, we also begin with a personal branding intensive. In this single day, we work to build out a messaging bank to understand your core values, your story's timeline versus your audience's timeline, one-liners, press kits, and then the actual words that you're going to use on your website to delight and inspire and capture your audience's attention. I always tell people that day, it's intense. It's an intensive, right? But it is this secret sauce to make sure that your messaging is clear and compelling from the start of a project. Tip number 2, what if I have 2 distinct types of customers? Now you're probably thinking, Melissa, that isn't a tip, that's a question. And you aren't wrong. But on a more technical level, oftentimes people ask us, when it comes to marketing a product, what if I do if the endpoint user isn't actually the purchaser of the product? Now, I don't want to get too in the weeds or too heady in details, so let's talk about what this practically looked like in Eiman's intensive. We identified primary, secondary, and tertiary audiences for his speaking offers. And we clearly identified that his primary audience is going to be corporate event planners that work at specific types of companies. However, the second audience is really a principal or an educator looking to add STEM education and special assemblies, where the audience is kids. So what was our solution? When it came to the brand visuals, we wanted to make sure that we had a mood board both intended for kids and for corporate settings. So really thinking about how the brand could be malleable and showcase breadth across these touch points. When it came to the website, we did the exact same thing. So you're gonna notice that there's really distinct messaging on the homepage. There's also a specific section for a kid's landing page, and we extrapolate identity from the mood boards that we built to create an overall strong, cohesive, and clear brand experience. My third tip is to build your brand for who you want to become 5 years from now. I know that sounds odd, but when you think about approaching any website project, they're significant. They're significant in capacity, time, and investment that they take. And we always like to ensure that we're building a website that offers breadth, not only for someone's current offers, but for what they want to do 5 years from now. And so on Eiman's project, the reality is by day, he still works as a cardiac oncologist. He's at service at the hospital, and we needed to make sure that we built his website not only for his current offers, but also with a full stack, built with automations and a fully customized CRM system that could respond to potential leads and inquiries while he's at the hospital or even while he's sleeping. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Process Stack. We hope you'll join us